In his New Year's address on 1 January 2024, the President of China, Xi Jinping, noted that the reunification of the motherland is a historical inevitability. 5 years ago, in another speech, Jinping noted that China reserved all necessary means for Taiwan's reunification. However, it appears that China's aggressive posturing is just that, and Beijing may, after all, be a paper dragon. The CIA predicts Xi Jinping's annexation of Taiwan by 2027. Now, supremacy over the island, 160 kilometers from China, hinges on total control of surrounding airspace and seas. For a forceful takeover, Xi needs assault and supply ships with PLA vessels guarding against a US intervention. Now, despite China's naval modernization, the PLA Navy hasn't engaged in a sustained naval conflict, focusing instead on intimidation tactics rather than armed encounters. The PLA will be facing off against the most powerful naval force in history, the United States Navy. Taiwan is a key semiconductor producer for the US, and President Biden has vowed to defend Taiwan militarily. In a potential conflict with China, the US would disperse forces, outmaneuvering Chinese anti-access weapons, and anti-missile defense systems will protect US bases. The US Navy's nuclear-powered attack submarines, a vital deterrent, outlast China's modest SSN fleet in both technology and numbers. China's prioritization of aircraft carriers over nuclear-powered attack submarines is another issue. Satellites and drones have made aircraft carriers vulnerable. China cannot use attack submarines to strike the US in its home waters due to a small fleet of just 6 SSNs. The PLA Navy's deficiencies in anti-submarine warfare further weakens its capabilities. In wartime, the US Navy's nuclear submarines could swiftly overcome any PLAN blockade around Taiwan. Xi Jinping's problems aren't restricted to the military realm. The Middle Kingdom faces slowing growth, an aging society, high youth unemployment, and a burgeoning debt crisis, making military misadventures extremely risky for Beijing. China cannot afford to gamble on costly wars with an untested military. It would prefer if bullied neighbors kowtowed and acknowledged Beijing's status as a regional hegemon. A peaceful reintegration of Taiwan by pursuing the Chinese strategy of fighting without fighting is frankly the only real option.